Uxbridge. Where is Uxbridge? I've never heard of Uxbridge. Do you know how many times that I've heard that over the years and how frustrating it is to explain where exactly Uxbridge is to someone who hasn't left the city? Well, I think it's time to put Uxbridge on the map as a tourist destination. Hi, my name is Rachel Johnstone, and I am here today with a marketing campaign to encourage people to shop locally. In my opinion, this little town has a lot to offer as it is right now, but I think there's a lot that we could do for the local residents as well to attract people from all over. Being known as the trail capital of Canada, this including being connected to the Trans-Canada Highway, as well as our little shops and the history our town holds. I also believe that there's a lot more we could do in ways of advertisement of what this great town has to offer. I also think that there's a lot of new ideas that could be developed to keep our locals in town for their shopping and entertainment, as well as bring business from all over. One of my main focuses today is going to be our beautiful trail system. I think there are many ways to easily utilize our hundreds of kilometers of trails that go through forests, ponds, streams, and parks. Speaking from my own experiences on the trails, I know how beautiful they are in the winter. This makes me think of Arrowhead Provincial Park and how they use the facilities during the winter months to turn a profit. They offer skating, snowshoeing, and cross-country skiing, along with the rentals of these items. They also offer little campfires through their trails, if you want to bring lunch along with you to cook on your adventure. I also have learned through some research that Uxbridge is planning on adding to our trail systems in the next 5 years. This would include a green link to the Greater Toronto Area. This would be a great time to incorporate the ideas from Arrowhead Park on a larger scale. Maybe have some marathon skates or cross-country skiing for charity on the same days as the races. Have chili cook-offs or soup-a-thons, getting the local restaurants involved. The trails are also beautiful in the summer. We could advertise our 450 geocaching stops around town. Another great idea would be to find a farmer that would like to rent out their horses for trail riding. Even offer a rest stop along the way for a barbecue lunch. We could put more emphasis on hiking clubs and getting active. I have even noticed bird boxes in some of the more open parts, so we could try and appeal to the bird watchers and just nature in general. We could also offer marathons in the summer months, get all of the stores and restaurants out in the streets having sales, or tastings after the races. I think offering a coupon book including money off of the Heritage Train, maybe run it more often with different themes like a murder mystery tour once a month would bring people in. Have the trail go further into the city to bring passengers back for a day in Uxbridge. We could include coupons for Parish Lanes or the Roxy Movie Theatre, even money off lunch at our local restaurants. We have many to choose from. I would also like to quickly touch on some of the bigger events that Uxbridge hosts on a yearly basis. We have the Fall Fair, which has become pretty disappointing the last few years. I think we could bring in more games, rides, and vendors to utilize the space that is available at Elgin Park. We have Ribfest, which has a good selection of food, but they also lack the vendors and activities. I've heard that Ribfest and other towns have rib eating contests and tug of wars. I think using the ideas would bring more people in from near and far. Last but not least, the Highland Games, which is an interesting event in itself. I personally have not had the chance to attend, but have heard many complaints. They've been cutting popular events out and also fewer and fewer vendors in attendance every year. We need to start acting now before these events become non-existent due to lack of interest. Now, I would like to move on to the more permanent fixtures in our town, the restaurants and stores. I've seen many restaurants and stores come and go over the years, and I've talked to some of the owners. I remember a dollar store that went in where the old IGA used to be. It lasted a month tops. The owner said that they were having a hard time getting approval for just a sign to put on their storefront, to even let people know that they were there and open for business. The reason they were given is that the sign didn't fit in with the look of the town, which is ridiculous because there is a nail salon in town that doesn't even have a sign and looks so run down. I don't know why anyone would want to go in there and get anything done. It has been there for years. I think that the local businesses in our town, or ones that would like to make a home here, should be offered a restoration incentive from the government to improve their storefronts or to new businesses coming in to meet the expectations of the town. I think the town would benefit greatly because people would actually take the time to walk around and go through the shops if all the storefronts were more inviting and all of the stores were full. My last suggestion would be to bring one of the more cost-efficient grocery stores into town, such as No Frills, Food Basics, or expand our Walmart into a superstore. I know for myself and my family that Zehrs and Vince's are too expensive to do my whole shop there. It is well worth it to travel outside of town to do my shopping. I go to neighboring towns like Stouffville to go to No Frills, or Port Perry to Food Basics, as well as the Walmart superstore. I've heard many people say that we need one of these stores in town to compete with Zehrs and Vince's. I really believe that if we went with this suggestion, especially to start off our local shop campaign, that we would see a huge difference immediately in keeping our residents local for their shopping, which leads me to believe that our local restaurants would benefit as well. I know when I go out grocery shopping that I usually stop for lunch. I'm sure a lot of people do. I know not all of these ideas are able to be implemented in the immediate future. I think if we slowly integrate new ideas as funding allows, that we will see an influx in local capital that we could reinvest to our community for future development. In closing, I am hopeful that you will consider these ideas to benefit this great little town. I would also like to thank you for taking the time to listen to my marketing campaign presentation. I hope to hear from you soon. Thank you.